we need to meet our mentors if we haven't met them already. So we'll run through the answers to these questions quickly. So number one, which steps give instructions? Yeah. I think, 2 through 7 for sure. Good, thank you. Number 2, which steps check the instructions? Yes, very good, yes. Have you got the answers? Have you got the answers? No. Thank you. Number 3, why does the teacher wait to hand out the worksheet?
So as not to distract the class.
Absolutely. You give out the worksheet, they start doing it immediately, and then they don't listen to what you want them to do. So you always keep it behind, don't give it out. Number 3, what is it? Sorry, number 4, what should teachers do with their voices when giving instructions?
So be clear and project your voice.
Absolutely, yeah. Use a microphone. It's quite common in classrooms to have a microphone. So you might see a microphone at the front of the class. I don't like to use it. It always seems a bit awkward, and I always want to start singing when there's a microphone in front of me. So, but you might want to. You might want to use them. Do they have microphones in your school, Sam? No? Okay. And the teachers will have their own microphones. So if you do use their microphone, ask beforehand. Don't drop them on the floor. Don't sit on them, that kind of thing. Treat them with respect. Number 5, where should teachers stand when giving instructions? Yeah. Obviously where are the students, where all the students can see you. If you have a student who's not willing to speak, or you ask a question and they say something, it's very quiet, you can't hear them, the tendency is to go towards them like this. And then they'll speak, but they'll just speak in the same voice, in the same quiet, timid voice. Often it's quite good just to back away and go like that. And then they have to speak louder. If you go towards them like this, they're not going to change the way that they're speaking. They're not going to project their voice. It's just a little tip. Walk away. Get them to shout it at you. And number 6, if you wanted your learners to change seats, at what point would you give that instruction? After step 10. What's step 10? Before, yeah, exactly, yeah. Before you hand out the worksheets, I think is the best time. Also, before we wrap this up, I just want to talk to you a little bit about praising students. It's always good to say, great, well done, fantastic, brilliant, all this kind of thing. I think I've done a little bit of research into this. It's very important to praise students for the work that they've done, the work that they've put in, not necessarily the accuracy of the work that they've done, especially when learning a language. If someone makes a mistake learning a language, that's great. It means they're actually trying. They're trying to learn. They're trying to use the language. They're going to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. But if you praise only the kids who are getting it right, it will stop those other kids from actually wanting to try and express themselves and use their language. So try and praise the kids for the effort that they put in and the work that they do in the class, rather than the accuracy of their language, okay? Just something to think about. It's interesting research that's been done into this, that kids who get praised for their academic ability, for getting 10 out of 10, they want to get 10 out of 10 again and again and again. If they don't get 10 out of 10, if they get 9.5, they get very upset. And 9.5 is pretty good. Okay, but if you praise them for the effort that they put in, you did really well in that, you tried really hard and you got good results, it makes them much more willing in the future then to keep trying and to keep persevering with the language. Now, before we have a break, we want to find your mentors. Okay, so if you know who your mentors are, or the mentors know who you are, can you get together, please? And the other guys, let's try and find them. If you haven't got a mentor, let's stay here, and then I'll do the bingo thing again, okay? And I'll find out your numbers. So,